Hello there, everybody. I hope all of you are having a delightful Woden's Day. I cannot believe that Woden's Day already rolled around again, but here we are. I hope that all of you are having a sweet week. We had snow yesterday, which was a surprise. It snowed for about 3 hours. It did stick, but fortunately it didn't stick to the roads, and that, to me, that's always a great thing because it snowed in the middle of the day and you worry about the children getting home from school and things like that. I have a couple of new journals to go in the shop today, you guys. This is our kitty cat fabric from New Zealand, which it's very whimsical. It's very fun, and it just, because the vase is kind of teetering, you know what kitty cats do to flower vases and Christmas trees and things like that. The other fabric that we have is our French-inspired fashion fabric. So we'll go through this book as well. Both of these books are 5x7. They have different girths on them. So let's just, let's double check. We've got 5x7. The spine on this is 2 inches, and the bead strand is a gift from Miss R, who I think is just reading my mind, as so many of you tend to do when I get boxes on my front porch. I cannot describe the joy that I feel when you guys just seem to know exactly what I need, and then you send it to me, and I thank you very much, and thank you for cleaning out your craft rooms, because that is awesome. And we've talked about this before, but the spirit of these type of flow journals certainly perpetuates gifts that come my way. So, it's co-creation at its best, as Abraham would say. Of course, we have our kitty cat fabric. The brad that I chose is the number 15. I don't really know why I chose that. Of course, if we ever see a double-digit number, then we always reduce that number into the number 6, which is a very sweet and positive number. It is double the trilogy, Trinity. So it's just, it's a sweet little number. Of course, we can always use the 15 if we want, but, we always put those two together and use that number. I really loved working with this fabric. I'll take you through these books and just kind of show you what they're all about. Of course, this one is... Now, when I send these to you guys, I kind of squeeze them together, but this one is, it's like 3.5 inches thick. Of course, we can use the books as books, right, because they travel really well, or we can sit them on our desk and kind of use them as a flip folder, right, because we've got all kinds of fun things to play with, all kinds of elements and embellishments and papers to use on your own crafty supplies. You can use this book as a standalone book, or you can... use it to enhance the things that you are doing on your own crafty table. So let's go through here and let's just see what we have. Like I said, I'm not going to unload the pockets, but let's just talk about the joys of a flow journal. We do have many books in these flow journals, which are right here. I did do a little public video over at my Patreon site where I made these little mini books. They're a delight to make, and you guys should really try them, if you're looking for a little handmade gift for the holidays. Of course, we have our paper collage elements that are put together with a paper clip. I picked this up at the Disney store, Times Square, in December of last year, which was a lot of fun. To go in that Disney store is, now I'm not a Disney girl, and probably because I raised boys, so I don't do the whole Disney princess thing. But the store is absolutely amazing. I love these little geisha girls. Thank you, Miss Trills, for that beautiful paper. This is from a furniture magazine, and I loved this distressed rug look here. I loved all the colors, the way they work together. If you look at these two elements, they just go really nicely together. Illustrations from a children's book, and this one the electrician is explaining to the little fella, and he looks like maybe 1950s, late 1950s O.P. Taylor-ish, explaining electricity to this little fella. It's explanations for light and sound, a little bit of Polish script for you guys, coffee dyed papers, and I have my own little way of doing this. Of course, our B6, which I just happen to have right here, and you can tell, you guys remember when I was working on my B6, it got really chunky. Well, I'm taking those chunky elements and using them in flow journals because it's just fun. It's fun to perpetuate that crafty goodness. So we've got elements in here from that B6. We've got double pockets in some of these as well. Playing cards, art trading cards. We've even got a few little Christmas ornaments in here that you can use as is, or, they're plastic, so you can break them apart and use them as border strips or elements on your art. A flow journal is a place for you to pull out items and create with them. The fun thing about a flow journal is that you can create with one and then stick your creations back in the pockets. Now, how convenient is that? It makes it a great jump off place in the morning as you're having your coffee. You can get your flow journal out and play with it. I also really do like to make these interactive on an intellectual level. Gives you things to think about, things to look at, things to experience through your eyes, through your senses, the sense of touch, feel. I really like the collage elements that I curate for you guys, simply because that gives you a great start if you're new to collage and you don't want a desk full of stuff, right? A flow journal is like having a desk full of stuff, only you don't got a desk full of stuff. You got a book full of stuff, and it just makes it much more joyful to create. I love these little bird elements up here. We've got, we do like to pull in the seasons, so we've got a little bit of Valentine's, you'll see a little bit of Christmas, you'll see a little bit of Easter, all kinds of different things to play with. 1986 National Geographic, this is when they started photographing the Titanic, and these are pages from that 1986 National Geographic. Of course, anything food related is memory related. We have some photos of babies. I like the way these colors play together here. This is a fold out element that does this right here. So you've got map imagery to work with. This is a 5.5 by 8 piece of leather. It is upholstery leather, so it does have a backing on it, and it's blue, which I thought was really super cool. We've got salvage script from Miss Ida's greeting card collection. Another collage collection for you right here, already curated, a little bit of Christmas. These mushrooms are so super cool. I like mushrooms anyway. I think they're artsy, aren't they? when you look at them outside, it's like, is that real or is that like an illustration? I really do love this. Is again from the Titanic. Orders attended to day or night. Anytime you see a word or a sentence in a flow journal, it can be a prompt to write about, to think about, to journal about, to art journal about. Anytime that I put one of these order receipts in here, to me, I love to think about these as writing my order to the universe, quantity, 1, description, less worry, price. That's a priceless thing, to have less worry in your life. So what are you going to order from the universe? That's a great little prompt right here. Anytime that we have letters in our flow journals, you know, we can look at the letter B and we can think about beauty, we can think about boldness, we can think about brains, you know, riches, resources. So anytime that you have a word or a sentence, it's a prompt. Look at what we have here, for love of yourself. Got doilies for you to play with, stickers, fabric pieces. Again, the little food. I love the arrangement of food. I'm not much of a foodie. I love when it's pretty. I'd rather look at it than eat it. This is from a children's book about what people do. And I love the stewardess. I love the pilot right here getting on the airplane. Again, I think this is a 1950s book. A little bit of salvage script for you. Same book. This is a little thing that says packing list. It has all kinds of keys. You know, I mean, we used to have keys, you know, to get in hotel rooms. Now we just, you know, use that card. But it was kind of cool to have the keys. Just, you know, another little thing that technology has, I was going to say deprived us of, but that's not quite the right word. We've moved on from having keys. So now we have cards, and they're plastic and not metal, and they aren't much fun. Okay, I'm not going to go there. This pocket is really pretty. We have a chippy 3.5 by 2.5 here, so that's an art trading card, and I really love these. Now, Trill sent these. They are butterflies, and they're on like a skewer. And they're just so cool. It was just like the perfect thing for a flow journal. It's starting to get dark already. You trouble me always. It's a great cue, isn't it? A great little something to write about. I love the Hugo influence here. Everything just looks cozy and nice with the blankets and the pillows. We have a pattern envelope for you guys. Now in here is a bunch of other stuff, okay? So you've got a pocket right here of things to play with. We've got fabric for you, hand cutouts, hand done, ink splots, ink dots, ink splats, which were a lot of fun, and it gave me an opportunity to use the very remnants of my ink sprays. And that's our last pocket here. So there we go. We've got a kitty cat journal for you guys today. This one is a fashion fabric on the front. You can see the bead strand right here. That's what the back of it looks like. This fabric is just absolutely beautiful. I finished this off with a rose closure. It is a brad. It's really sweet. So we'll just flip through this. I've got some origami paper. This is a little mini book for you guys. This says cast of characters. Again, elements of the B6, which I now have to refill that B6. So I'll be cutting some papers, and you know, we might do that tomorrow. We can cut some papers and play in our B6 a little bit. The B6, that was such a simple little book to do, but so much fun, man. It has been awesome. Collage collection for you. A curated collage collection. Napkins, stamped images, a little bit of fabric, more fabric over here with these butterfly images that are so pretty. Look at that little owl. Polish script for you guys. In the back of these books, let me see if I can flip this up a little bit. This is 1885 ledger paper back here. So that's that's why I can't empty the pocket, you know, to look at, because it's just stuffed. It's stuffed, my friends. But you know, what's the fun of doing something that you don't stuff full of stuff? I love the kitty. This is a little flip out here. This is the 1934 Iowa Housewives Cookbook. A little bit of food fun for you. Encyclopedia page. This is car making in Japan, which was interesting to me because Chris is a Nissan Z car guy, which started out as Datsun. And of course, that is a Japanese made vehicle. So that was interesting. Another pattern envelope, and it's got all kinds of like stuff in here to play with. That clicking noise is my dish heater. Sorry about that. It is cold here today. Man. This is from a 1961 fashion magazine. I really love this, From Our Hearts to Yours This Christmas. It is a greeting card from the Sisters of the Poor. And for some reason or another, that lady reminded me of Sister Evangelina on Call the Midwife. She just looked like her. And we have some Italy ephemera, courtesy of Miss Kim. A little bit of Alice in Wonderland. Encyclopedia pages. This is from the new paper pad I have. It says, but first coffee. And then there's a coffee pot and coffee cups here. Is there anything just better than that first cup of coffee in the morning? Oh, it just makes me happy. I like the way this collage page came together. It says, a wonderful creature. And for this one, you have a burgundy piece of 5.5 by 8.5, so you can make yourself a traveler's notebook or just play around with leather if you've never done that before. I have a little bit of origami paper here. Just a packed pocket full of Christmas things. I like this. This is kind of got a little bit of nature to it. We've got these roses back here, birds, butterflies. They're, you know, our tags for you guys to play with. And remember, you've got all this hairy paperclip goodness to play with as well. These are tissue paper hearts. Cheese. This is from Miss M. I love those cheese stickers. She got those at her scrap store. That creative reuse store. I would love to go there, but it is just in a bad part of town. I wish it would move. I know that's terrible to say, but ugh. Alice in Wonderland robots. We've got some alphabet stickers for you to play with, and the really beautiful butterfly here. So there we go, my friends. These books are, they're $42. I realized that at $40, I was barely able to, at $42, I can pay my Etsy fees and still have like something left over. Thanks you guys so much for supporting my book habit. I am delighted to know how much joy they bring to you guys, because I got to tell you, they bring me so much joy. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and I will talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.